Alright guys, so we're driving the 2016 Cadillac CTS. And this is America's response to all the other German luxury sedans that are out there. And this isn't the Cadillac that you remember your grandfather having, you know, back in the early 80s and 90s. You know, these aren't boats anymore. They're proper luxury cars that handle and drive well. Not to mention you have all the technology in these that you have with any other luxury vehicle on the market. You've got navigation, of course, blind spot monitoring, backup camera, top view cameras, pretty much every feature that you want, as well as Cadillac's magnetic ride control, which is the best magnetic suspension on the market to date. We actually sell our suspension to Ferrari, and that's one way you can tell that it is definitely the best. And with that, you get a flawless ride, and you still have sporty handling characteristics. So technology is definitely one of the coolest features about the new Cadillacs, especially this car. So in this car we have the full 12-inch LCD display for the gauges. So there are no actual gauges. This lets you change the layout, change the information that's displayed, as well as we have our full color heads-up display. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it tells me the speed limit of the road we're on, what I'm listening to on the radio, navigation, directions. It also has collision alert that shows up there. The cool part about this is it also has what's called Cadillac safety seat. So what that does is when it thinks that there's a collision imminent, or if you're backing out of a parking spot and someone's coming behind you, it'll actually shake the seat. It has 2 vibration motors in the bottom of the seat, and it's probably the best way I've ever seen to actually alert a driver. It's not something you're used to, and it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, you definitely know that it's there and there's something that you need to pay attention to. One of the other cool features about this car is probably my favorite, and it's the Q storage system. And what that is, you touch the bottom edge here, and it actually opens up here. Inside of here you have a wireless charging pad, so you can charge your phone, your Apple Watch, whatever it is that accepts wireless charging there. You also have a USB port to charge it, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to make it nice and simple. The Q system itself is up here, and with that you have your audio, satellite radio, of course, XM, Bluetooth audio, auxiliary inputs as well. Alright, and you also have navigation, which is fantastic. We are on a weird road right now, so it does say an unnamed road, but normally it'd give you traffic, tell you the roads, what's around you, points of interest, all that stuff. Pandora is also built into the car. Down here you have all your controls for your climate, heated and cooled seats on both sides. Everything is touchscreen with haptic feedback, so it has a gentle little vibration when you touch it, so that you know you're actually touching it. And the entire thing is a nice, clean black touch panel, which is pretty nice to use. And there's lots of cool goodies on these cars. A lot of the stuff is motorized, like the cup holders there. The glove box as well, just a touch button and it opens. You also have one of the really cool features, which is the frameless mirror. So if you guys are looking at it, you can tell there is no plastic border around it, so it's all just mirror. It gives you great visibility out of this car, which it definitely has. So one of the nice things, you know, a lot of people think the Cadillacs are big, slow machines. They're not. This one is the V6 model, so it's our 3.6 award-winning V6. It shuts down 2 cylinders on the highway for fuel economy, but it also gets you 335 horsepower. And so what that equates to is quite a lot of acceleration. And it is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Yeah, that's 60 miles an hour in not a whole lot of time. So one of the nice things about the car, technology of course, and it's the backup cameras with top view cameras. So parking is a breeze. You get a good view of what's behind you, as well as the aerial view of the car and everything around you, so you don't have to worry about it. You also have the sonar sensors built in, and as you get close to an object, the car will warn you if you get too close. And one of the cool features is you actually have a camera in the front of the car, and so that'll let you see what's in front of you, especially when you're parking and there's parking stops, things like that will prevent you from damaging the front bumper of your car.